Good morning to you, my friends. My name is Donato and welcome to today's video where I'll be taking you on a walk around a park and covering 3 top topics. Yeah, 3, none other than 3. Let's go. If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, shh. But before I get into those 3 tasty points, yes, 3 tasty points, I did say on my previous video, my birthday one, yes, now I'm commencing my 60th year on this planet. And I've just got to give a big thank you to each and every one of you guys who left birthday wishes, messages of love, care, and also congratulating me on my what was it, a 19 minutes and 19 seconds 5k time trial, which is quite tough. And as Suzanne mentioned, I didn't realise that when you're running in a race with other people that you tend to run about 20% quicker, you know, because you're chasing people or you're being chased. And that's what racing is when you're on your own running around that park. Although I did have some choice comments from some people when I was running around that park, even though, despite it being 7 AM. Yeah, that's people, eh? But yeah, so, I'll try and get the angle right here. But yeah, a big thank you to all you guys who left some lovely comments. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to continuing sharing some lovely stuff. So onwards with the 3 points, but firstly, have a look at this. Oh, isn't it gorgeous here? I don't know if you've seen, I did do a just a walk around this park, a virtual one. Click on the link up there and you'll see the walk around this particular park. But I'm not here to film the walk again for you. I'm here to go through these 3 points. So let's crack on. So yes guys, what are those 3 points? And you can see I'm so prepared. I scribbled the 3 headings and yeah, so it's just going to be me saying it how it is. And I really appreciate the comments being left. And I had one guy leave a comment and used a word I had to Google of what it actually meant, and the word was candor. Yeah, C-A-N-D-O-R. And I thought it was can do with an R at the end, because I'm pretty much a can do guy. But candor, which means speaking frankly and openly, which is what I do. There's so many YouTube channels out there that are literally, and I've got to be frank because I am, full of BS, and you know, they pull all sorts of wool over our eyes. They don't tell you the full truth, and they're just giving you the part of the story. And some of them are very motivational, inspiration and all that jazz, but really deep down they're only there for one reason. And yeah, good luck to them. That's all I say. I'm not here for that. I'm here to just tell you how it is. And which is why I changed my name. Yeah. The YouTube channel name, you might have noticed it now says Donny G, not Running Guru or Run Guru Run. And someone was saying, oh, you're no longer the guru. Well, the guru name was a bit more of a how can I put this nicely, very British English, taking the piss really. Yeah, although having now qualified for the England Marathon Masters team, someone did say it does make me a guru now. But I used to get all sorts of social media snides and comments at me saying, what do I know, what do I do? I said, well, I don't really know anything. I'll just go out and do it, and that's what I tend to do. So I'm not there to go out and brag or brash about things. I'll just say it how it is, in the same way like my VO2 during this lockdown. And by the way guys, leave a comments below, let me know how you're getting on during this lockdown. What how have you been coping? What have you been doing? And I use the word thrive, which may not be an appropriate word during the lockdown, because there's a lot of people going through all sorts of stress and traumas, but everybody's different. We all deal with things in different ways. And for me, having lockdown, no work to do, anything, I can now structure my day how I see fit. That's how I'm able to come and have a walk in this glorious sunshine, because I'm not tied to the desk or working from home or anything like that. And yeah, maybe I should retire fully. Yeah, what do you think, guys? Yeah, or maybe I am retired. But yeah, the change of name, Donny G. Obviously my name's Donato, yeah. And should we stand by the river here? And yeah, Donny is a play on the name Donato. So yeah, Donny G. You see, the G could be guru, could be geek, could be anything. So I'm just playing on that and doing my adventures, as I call it. So the change of name is nothing. It's still me. Me is me. And I know some people have a brand of their actual name, you know, and like Brian or Seth or Ginger. You know, that's their brand name. So me is me, yeah. And I thought going with Running Guru was maybe taking the piss too far with some people, and they take life far too seriously, and they just need to chill out. But yeah, so I thought, you know, for this channel, it's pretty much straight talking. You've seen Dr. Sammy Chu, yeah, the famous shoe reviewer, yeah. He really gets up to his antics, doesn't he? Which will be on my last point of what I'm going to be talking about. Anyway, let's get back on the footpath. So that's the change of name point, yeah. That was point number 1, and I may change it again, but hey, that's the internet. Do you remember what YouTube was like back in the day? It wasn't full of corporate BS and all that jazz. But speaking of BS, I've been seeing various people commenting, and because I don't use social media anymore, so I can only go by what's been appearing in my direct inbox or seeing some things on YouTube. So whilst I'm posting things on YouTube, and I appreciate it is a social media platform, but for me, I don't engage with thousands and thousands of people on YouTube. I just engage with those who comment on me. I don't go hunting out channels, which some people do, and they look for collaborations to promote their brand and business. I'm not that at all. But one of the things that's been appearing is about high mileage. If you do high mileage, you're going to improve. Whilst that, in that particular perspective, can be true, you got to look at it in the context. The context is important of why high mileage can help improve, because it's not strictly true. Yeah, again, as I was saying, in some channels they'll say part of the truth and not the full truth. Maybe they don't know what the full truth is. Let me give you a bit of a background. Let's step back a few paces. Yeah, so for me, having started running, I've always been a low mileage kind of person. In fact, when I had a professional coach, I now self-coach. I don't have a coach of any type. My professional coach, who coaches international athletes, he said that in terms of my mileage, I was at the bottom of everybody. All, you know, he coached many athletes, and my mileage was the lowest, and yet I was one of the fastest. Yeah, how's that? Now, whether it's my age, strength, background, I don't know. I'm not from a running background. I'm not from any background really. But when you start running, you've got a window of around 4 to 5 years where you'll continue to improve. Yeah, if you train consistently in the correct heart zones, in the correct training methods, but consistently, yeah, not just going out, just going for a run and I feel like that, but even then you can still get improvements. But if you're doing that, there's a 4 to 5 year window where you will continue to improve, whatever you do. Which leads back to not the full truth about this. If you do 50 miles, 60 miles, 100 miles, you'll get better. It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you want to do that, great, go ahead and do that. I have heard of people who run 10, 12 miles and have done sub 3 hour marathons on that mileage. So it's not about high mileage, it's about what you're doing as a whole. So it's not the full truth. Yeah, I'm here to give you the full truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's right. So when they say do high mileage, it's not strictly 100% true. Got it? So that 4 or 5 year window, everybody improve. Whatever you do, if you hop, skip and jump and do whatever, if you do that consistently 3 times a week in the first 4 to 5 years of your running, you will see improvements in running. Yeah? Sorry, am I being too frank? Yeah. Got the message? Whatever we do, we will improve. I've seen consistent improvements because I'm still in that 4 or 5 year window, yeah. So I'm now beginning to get to the top, and those things that I've mentioned, that'll be for another video, I think, at another time. So let me have a bit of a wander down this way and see what we've got. So that was point number 2. High mileage, yes, can help improve, but it's not strictly true. You don't have to just do that to improve. So my third and final point on this particular video, and that's being wasteful. We live in different times. I'm talking about wastefulness and whatever. Is buying things, do we really need them, and having the latest and the greatest. I'm obviously discount Don, you've seen that. I'm always looking for good deals. Why pay the full price? Right now on eBay I'm selling off some shoes that I had bought but I'm not going to be using. I bought the Nike Zoom Next Percent to do some racing this year. There ain't going to be any racing, so I'll put them on eBay to sell them, because I don't need to keep them. And but I see so much wastefulness, and you can say this is maybe a bit of a dig to these channels that do running shoe reviews, but I'm just going to give you some facts and figures, and you might have worked it out as well. These shoe review, whatever channels, people have seemed to have worked out that our ginger running friend, most of his videos now, it is just shoe reviews. Yeah, that's how he's grown his channel. And but you got to look at the background of the guy and where he's from. Ethan Newbury used to live in LA. My understanding is he used to be a stand-up comic, actor, whatever. And yeah, he's good at talking, good at doing reviews. What does he really know about shoes? Well, it's just his opinion. So many other people have sprouted out, and some of them use these strap lines, you know, be kind and all that, which I don't really buy into that corporate bullshit of because if you have to tell people to be kind, for me it's intrinsic in ourselves, our soul and everything. We are all kind people. I don't need to be told to be kind. I am kind, yeah, and I hope you are kind as well. So that's a bit of nonsense. But if they're doing shoe reviews every week, having seen my shoe reviews of the shoes that I actually run in, yeah, not the ones that I've just bought to do a shoe review, I've done over 1,000 kilometers, and I think some people have commented, oh, as the flies are sticking on me, some people have commented that they do a lot of mileage as well. So if you're doing a lot of mileage, what are these shoe review channels doing with their shoes? And I've left comments on some of the channels with no reply. Seth didn't reply. I don't think Kafutsi replied. They're not replying, although one guy did reply, and he said to me, after 100 miles, that's it. Now for me, the times that we live in now, that is awfully wasteful. 100 miles of shoes. I asked him what do you do with them after that, didn't reply. So would you, yes you, buy a pair of running shoes and then after 100 miles throw them away and then get another new pair of shoes? I certainly wouldn't. That is so wasteful. I mean, in fact, for me personally, I checked my credit card. I was going to pay the bill for last month, and I found that I've spent nothing. Yeah, zero. I haven't bought anything on that credit card. So for the first time in, I don't know, well, forever. I've never had that before, but then we live in different times. So maybe things need to change. Maybe these channels will reposition themselves when they realise that it is totally wasteful. You know, I'm not one of these environmentalist propaganda type people, but I like to look after our earth. You know, we live on a beautiful planet here, and really buying stuff and then throwing them away when you've hardly used them, for me, is just pure wastefulness, absolute waste. And that's why I don't follow their channels. You know, it's just, you know, I don't need to listen to anyone's opinion about what they think of shoes. You just go to a running shoe store, your local running store, tell them what type of running you want to do. They've got a whole range of shoes in there. Try them on. If you like any of them, buy them. That's it. If you don't like any of them, go to another running store. It's as simple as that. Even the online stuff, they all do returns, so you can try them on at home, and if they don't fit right, send them back, and just keep doing that. And when you find a pair, stick with them. Yeah, and I do like, there's a few channels now that I've seen on there. There's Dan Runs, he's pretty straight talking as well. You want to check his channel, I've had him as a guest. And also there's a new sort of running channel started, That Running Guy. Great guy, really top runner. He's come back into running after about 25 years, and he, like me, we buy the old discounted shoes. It's interesting, he runs pretty fast. Yeah, he's faster than me, but then he is 15 years younger than me, so I'd expect him to be faster. Yes, Chris, you've got to be faster than me. And yeah, we buy the old stuff, so you know, you can pick them up for 50, 60 bucks instead of 150, 160 bucks, because if they were good enough 6 months ago, they're still good enough now. Yeah, so maybe that's my little ditty on the wastefulness of shoes. Yeah. Got me point? Yeah, I like to be, as one of my viewers said, candor. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I might do a bit more of this and walk with me type video, because I can breathe a lot more easier, and it's not as windy with the GoPro and all that. So and I do enjoy my walks, and I know Carl, a lot of you guys on there do enjoy that as well, and that's one way of getting quicker as well, is doing the cross training. But anyway, that'll be for another video. I don't want to steal that thunder, but thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this some way, found it informative. Leave the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree, disagree with the points that I made? Love to hear from you. We live in a open, free world, so we are all entitled to say what we want to say. It's a free world after all, isn't it? Yeah. Laters, guys. Oh, by the way, are you still there? Gosh, I just realised with the lockdown, my hair has grown like I'm guessing a lot of people. I think here in the UK they've said that they're going to allow the barbers to open in about a month's time. That's another month of no haircuts. Maybe I should have done something about this earlier. I mean, how have you been coping with the lockdown hair situation? Leave it in the comments below. I am really got to go now because it's cooking out here. It's cooking and there's nobody here. Well, oh.